Siema Twitch, cześć YouTube. Wskoczymy sobie dzisiaj na streama, ale nie do Arena Breakout Infinite, tylko do czegoś innego. Momencik. Bo miałem tutaj double audio. Wskoczymy sobie dzisiaj do jakiegoś RPGa i pogramy w troszeczkę innym tempie. Nie będziemy się stresować, budżetować i tak dalej, tylko po prostu sobie pogramy w Final Fantasy XVI, żeby popchnąć ten let's play troszeczkę dalej i skończyć tę grę za kilka dni. Ja sobie w nią gram też na remote play, tak jak jestem gdzieś na wycieczkach i tak dalej, więc podejrzewam, że za kilka dni ją skończę i pogramy sobie w coś nowego. No, także taki plan na dzisiaj, kilka godzin RPGowania z Final Fantasy, zapraszam. Aha, i od razu muszę sobie tutaj coś ustawić, słuchajcie. Od razu chcę coś zmienić, dlatego że mam nowego summona, ujebałem Bahamuta ostatnio. I teraz chciałbym sobie... Green Icons? O, dobra. Chciałbym sobie tutaj zmienić. Change Icon, Remove Icon. I dodamy sobie tutaj Bahamuta. O, właśnie. Impuls i Flare Breath. Ok. Teraz tak, kwestia gearu. Zaraz przejmiemy sobie gear i pozmieniamy tutaj kilka rzeczy, tylko sobie pogadam z NPC-kami jeszcze. Ustawimy się nieco, zanim pójdziemy robić jakieś questy, ale najpierw dialogi. Pogadajmy.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Dobra. Eight Martos Rest, 8 Northreach, 8 Dalimil. Okej, to tak jakbyśmy podsumowywali wszystkie miejscówki, w których już byliśmy. Czy my się w ogóle zbliżamy tutaj do jakiegoś endgame'u powoli? Okej, teraz słuchajcie tak. Gear i ikony. Okej, to jest mój pierwszy zestaw ikonów. Ja sobie tutaj delikatnie coś pododaję i pozmieniam tylko. Przygotuję sobie drugi set, tak na wszelki wypadek. To jest dobre. Nice, ok, i tak będziemy używać pierwszego setu. Teraz tak, EQ. Zaraz zobaczymy, co możemy ulepszyć. Na szczęście nie mam nic, na szczęście? Może nieszczęście, nie mam nic lepszego na ten moment do ubrania. I abilities. Mamy trochę punktów do rozdania, więc prawie 5000 punktów rozdajmy. Limit break. Why not? Ważny skill. I podpimpujmy tego Bahamuta nieco. Cholera, chciałbym to zrobić, ale jeszcze nie mogę. Nie mogę. Nice, Giga Flare. Od razu sobie to wrzucimy jako jeden ze skilli. To i Giga Flare. Nice. O, cześć Kociamber. Abilities? Zostało mi jeszcze... O, 180 punktów, okej. Nic tutaj zbytnio nie kupię za to, więc po prostu nie ruszam tematu dalej. Idźmy zobaczyć do Kowala, co możemy zrobić u niego, a potem lecimy na główną mapkę i będziemy robić questy. Main questy.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Ten Diamond Sword jest całkiem dobry. Tym bardziej, że ja pewnie mogę go ulepszyć. Kupię sobie
You'll not find a better
jeden,
price than
bo
that.
wydaje mi się, że on jest w miarę tani. I zobaczymy, czy możemy go zupgrade'ować.
Or don't. Still alive, are ya?
Synchronsage. O. Okej. Dziwne te itemki.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Last Elixir. Upon KO, automatically restores all HP, fills limit gauge. Wow! Proszę.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are ya?
Trouble with your gear, or
Use the forge.
what do you want?
Ej. Lepsza broń jest do odblokowania? Budujemy to.
Not bad.
Bright
If I do
burn.
say so myself.
Mogę teraz go zupgrade'ować? Jeszcze nie, ale będę mógł. Fajnie, okej. No to tak czy inaczej trafi nam się lepszy miecz. Które z tych itemów ja mam na sobie? Momencik.
Anything else?
Aha, Reinforce muszę zrobić, okej.
So, what it be?
Diamond Sword nawet po ulepszeniu jest gorszy niż to, co mam teraz na łapie. Tutaj nie mogę za bardzo nic zrobić i tutaj też nie, okej.
Anything else?
Zostawiam to tak jak jest w takim razie i lecimy do Martha's Rest najpierw. Sidequesty zostawiam na potem, nie chcę mi robić sidequestów jakoś. Tylko teraz tak. Raporty aliantów, Patron's Whisper. To jest jakaś nagroda, która na mnie czeka. To jest niepotrzebne. Niepotrzebne, 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 niepotrzebne. Ok, możemy iść na główną mapę świata. I... No właśnie. Będziemy questić. Najpierw chciałbym zrobić, no, Martha's Rest, bo wydaje mi się, że to był początek gry w ogóle. O. Po kolei. Idziemy zobaczyć, co się dzieje po zniszczeniu wszystkich kryształów, jak sobie tutaj ludzie radzą. Wesoło to na tym świecie teraz nie jest. Chodźcie, zobaczymy, co się dzieje.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
Okej, nice. Lecimy.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More. No use calling Ambrosia now.
Abandoned us, do you?
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Ale tutaj już ci pomoże, tak? Ej, zwierzaki, przestańcie mi tutaj zapalać światło non-stop.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Bahamut! Let's up. O, mogę latać. Wow. Co on kastuje? Mega flarę. Aha! To w ten sposób działa, okej. Mega flara się kastuje. Okej, pierwszy poziom i lecimy. Yo. Mało wymagająca walka.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
You look after everyone here.
I will.
Dobra. Mamy bossa, descend the lift. Okej, wiem gdzie to jest.
My brothers.
Anything catch your eye?
Nope.
At all, is it?
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade!
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight...
Martha seemed to think you might need some help, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Let's go.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Yo! Mordy! Ups. Jest mocny. O kurde, jak jest mocny. Na szczęście mam 4 maski limitu. Nawet nie wiedziałem, co mogę zbierać. Mogę bardziej podobać ten mega flare? Let's go. Fuck, jeszcze mnie drapnął? Nice. Okej. A ja przestań tym laskać.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Saway.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down East Pool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Okej. Make for Rhiannon's Ride. Gdzie jest to Rhiannon's Ride? Tutaj. Okej, dobra. Windą do góry.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
O, gobliny?
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
It's over. Something's coming.
Shit. Okej. Bosik?
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait. Shall we?
Over.
Enough.
Shit, okej, dobra.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our
Cześć, w ogóle
lookouts
witam
say
was
the
wszystkich na
lowlands are
strumyku.
clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to
Gramy
lick
sobie
our
w
wounds.
trochę backlog,
How many of your
tak
men were
naprawdę.
injured?
A damn sight less than if you
Zdecydowanie
hadn't
druga
turned
połowa,
up.
może nawet ostatnia
Thank you.
ćwiartka Final Fantasy
It was a
XVI.
hard-fought victory. But as long
No,
as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only
planuję to
going to
skończyć w ciągu
rise.
najbliższych kilku dni,
It's not a matter
żeby
of if the Horde will be back,
otworzyć sobie troszeczkę drogę
but
na
when.
Silent
And
Hill
whether
2.
that's sooner or later, we'll need to
Remake.
be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rat.
Well, when you...
Nice.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. Not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Okej, mamy giermka. Dobra, trzeba iść do kolejnej teraz miejscowy. Northridge. Let's go. Zobaczmy, co tam się dzieje.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it. With my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under blood. Then we're next.
I can't do it. I can't.
But you can.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison.
Then we'll look for her there.
We could leave. The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here. It's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh? I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my need.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Okej.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right.
Leave that to us.
My family.
I'm sorry, darling.
That thing?
Truly am.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Josie.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when...
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I assume you have a plan? We need to find
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me!
Haha.
Should I try?
Save your strength.
Let's go! Fuck.
Not good.
Nice.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Oczywiście na miasto napadnie kolejna fala. Ale spoko, bo już prawie kończymy z drugą miejscową. Ej, zaraz wracam, dobra? Tylko wezmę sobie coś słodkiego, bo troszeczkę tutaj przed tym monitorem zamulam. Nie, że mi się chciało spać, ale tak jakby troszeczkę. To nie jest arena Breakout, że ciągle jest kurwa jakiś młyn i człowiek nie może nawet się zrelaksować. Tutaj jest zdecydowanie zbyt dużo aż relaksu przy tej grze. Zaraz wracam. Okidoki. No to lecimy dalej.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
O, szybko. Ostatni quest mamy tutaj. O. Na pustyni. Chyba.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concern.
What did you say to me? What did...
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you, any more of this, and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Nie mam nic dla ciebie, Pysia, to są ostre orzeszki.
Victor.
Czaisz? Nie możesz takich jeść. Nie.
What's he doing here?
Nie. Sio.
Sid,
And Lady Jill? What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. I thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness, or an entire city for that.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane?
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from...
Victor says you took that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
A shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy some.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow. We must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak.
No, not so then.
Of them.
You're not sick.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Aha. Mordeczko.
The women
dobry.
folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
These are yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
No gin!
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Jak tu słychać tę skórę, w której on chodzi, nie? W drugiej opcji ubrania chyba nie ma tyle tej skóry. Totalnie jest obciskany w ogóle. Zajebiście skórzany chód. Coś dzieje?
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
No brawo.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid,
I'll take...
Okay.
Our friends seem to have things under control. And now
Wracamy do bazy.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals, the nations are still in chaos, and the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Idziemy zobaczyć się z Feniksem.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
A vessel.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Shit.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Oto, przygotuj stolec.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
W sumie podoba mi się to, że zrobili recykling muzyki z 14 do tej 16. Nie wiem, czy poznajecie melodię, ale centralnie mamy tutaj muzykę z Final Fantasy XIV online. Co jakiś czas. Cloak and Dagger. Fajnie, że jest z nami ten Joshua.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Helldiver. Fajnie ten przeciwnik nazywał się Helldiver. Jak ta gra? Okej, idziemy dalej. A kto to? Jakiś random?
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
We're not alone.
Nice.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome YouTube.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
Einherjar.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Kto to jest? Barnabas.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Oh. Ultima.
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
Kim on jest? On też potrafi się kogoś przemienić? Zaraz.
The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. Here's a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires,
Jak się nazywa
we're
ten...
most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance
Cholera, zapomniałem jak się nazywa ten summon, którym... takie coś jakby...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens
Zaraz sobie przypomnę.
wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them and see our guests to the dungeons.
Enough.
Yo.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish. Your
Aha, on jest Odynem ten ostatni, ten
Please
Barnabas.
be safe. If aught were to
Nice.
befall you, I...
You have my word.
A jak się nazywał ten summon, o którym ja teraz myślałem? Momencik.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Aleksander. Chodzimy o Aleksandera, dobra. Widziałem, że to jest jakieś imię. Trochę myślałem o Adamie, ale Aleksander to było imię tego summona, o którym myślałem.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as
Hello?
ours. That won't be a
O,
problem.
siema.
Will it?
Trochę tak liczyłem, że wpadniesz.
And we but the shadows that quicken in
Jak tam
his
się czujesz?
radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve. Both him and now you.
Jak tam? A, okej, to nie dawaj wideo.
Accept this token.
Spoko.
For as long as
Ja
the
gram w
bearer
finala,
remembers of
odpoczywam
our
od tego,
order will
od tej
reveal
areny.
themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You
Mam
are
do pracy. No.
Your Grace.
Arena? No bo ze mną nie grałeś.
We'll talk about this
Potrzeba
later.
ekipy do tego, wiesz? Samemu, no, to się może znudzić.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows,
Mhm.
Joshua.
No, wiem. Ale potem się idzie wyuczyć wszystkiego też. Ile grałeś godzin?
The free cities under siege?
No nie wiem, na Steamie? Niby tak. Okej. Nie no, ja gram o wiele więcej, o wiele za dużo. Przestałem w ogóle w cokolwiek innego grać, więc dzisiaj stwierdziłem, że pogram sobie w tego finala, bo chcę go skończyć. I potem tego Star Warsa może ruszę, albo coś innego. Nie mogę tylko w tą grę grać, bo czuję jakbym... Z jednej strony, wiesz, zajebiście mi się gra i jaram się cały czas, nie? Coraz mi się fajnie w to gra. A z drugiej, no ile można grać w jedną grę? Czuję się jakby nic jakby nie ogarnął innego, nie? Dlatego tak muszę sobie też przerwę zrobić chwilę. No ale ja cały czas się wciągnięty czuję. No, potem trzeba też robić inne mapy, nie? Bo ja też zacząłem teraz grać bardziej w Aleja. Wczoraj grałem z chłopakami Armory w ogóle przez kilka meczy, fajne mecze miałem, kurde, także też, no... Oglądałeś? O, fajnie. No, także... Ja tam nie zamierzam tego odkładać, ale no, odpocznę mnie trochę, bo tego Division teraz bardziej z jakiegoś singla. Aha, aha. Tam mi się wydaje, że tam się upgrade'ujesz, aż nie dojdziesz do pewnego poziomu i idziesz robić bossa, nie? Tak jak survival, tylko tak trochę bardziej pod akcję, nie? Ja tam w nie grałem, nigdy jakoś nie grałem. No. To wolę tego First Descendant, ale jak gram w survivala, to ostatnio zacząłem grać w tego Arka, nie? Zajebisty z Ark Ascended. I dinozaurami takie survival fajne. Albo wolę Valheima. Co? Nie no, co ty? Nie będzie. Mi się wydaje, że jakby odpalał jakiś serwer, to bardziej chyba myśleliśmy o Minecrafcie, żeby zrobić taki Minecraft serwer pod RPG, wiesz? Z modami pod RPGa i żeby to spróbować, bo od Valheima myślę, że trzeba trochę odpocząć. Mi się nawet nie chce dalej rozwijać tego serwera, który ostatnio robiliśmy. Już sobie tak myślałem, że jakbym odpalał serwer, to chyba bym znowu nowy chciał zrobić, bo trzeba by, wiesz, nowych graczy ściągnąć. I nawet takie miałem już myśli, kurde, a znowu nowy serwer od nowa, to już wolę chyba w coś nowego pograć. Wiem, że w Arka ludzie nie za bardzo, więc ten Minecraft w sumie, no myślę, że to był fajny pomysł. Ale nie mam teraz czasu, wiesz, bo teraz nowa praca, zaraz będą święta, więc nie wiem, czy tak w okolicy bardziej świąt, nie wiem, jeszcze zobaczymy, jak to wyjdzie w planie. Na razie bardziej się w militaria jakby wklepałem niż wiesz, w survivale. Przez tą arenę pieprzoną, aż się zdziwiłem, jak się wciągnąłem. Myślę, że nie, też no. No. Ja wiem, ja to zauważyłem u nas, nie, też, że zmieniła się dynamika czata w ogóle, bo wszyscy, wiesz, cisza, nie? No. Aha. Aha. Myślałem o Tarkowie, ale nie, wystarczy mi ta arena. Jak już to myślałem, żeby sobie Halo ściągnąć, wiesz, ten Infinite albo Master Chief Collection i pograć sobie w Halo, bo po tym zjeździe w Halo mam ochotę trochę pograć w Halo, ale nie, mam wystarczająco gier. No.
Free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble.
Ah, okay.
We should hurry.
No. Ostatnio podniosłem w arenie ten. Otworzyłem niechcący uniwersalnym kluczykiem takie zwykłe drzwi. Otworzyłem save, znalazłem jakiś złoty itemek za 200 000, jakiś złoty itemek za 150 000 i tak patrzę, leży sobie jakiś dzbaneczek na stoliku. Podniosłem go i to był mój pierwszy czerwony za 1,5 miliona, nie? No, od razu to wjebałem do skrzynki tej niezniszczalnej i wyniosłem 1,5 miliona, nie? No.
Sounds like thunder.
O. No. Ja na skawę najwięcej wyciąłem ostatnio 700 000 prawie. No.
Late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that
Nie no, gierka jest wyjebana, nie? Gierka jest wyjebana w kosmos, tylko...
Any trouble on the road?
No co jest z tym?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
No, no.
Is that who I think
A, okej.
Yes.
Ale wiesz co, ja też tak czasem mam, nie? Teraz jak pracuję i nie mam czasu, to jestem bardziej wkręcony w te gry, nie? Jak miałem to wolne, też miałem takie... Szczególnie jak byłem w Polsce, miałem totalnie czas dla siebie tylko, wiesz? Nie było Emilki, a grałem najmniej chyba. Jakby wiesz, no, a jak jestem tu w domu i nie mogę za bardzo, to kurwa wtedy się chce grać, nie? No, tak jest, no. Zawsze.
My boy.
Aha.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd
No.
see the day.
Ja sobie zrobię taki urlop niedługo, za parę tygodni będę musiał wziąć tydzień urlopu znowu, bo muszę wykorzystać, nie? A w święta mam pik, wiesz, przy kwiatach to jest dużo godzin, nie? Trzeba włożyć. Więc będę musiał za miesiąc, 6 tygodni wziąć jakiś tydzień urlopu, więc wtedy sobie podkuję. A na razie skupiam się na pracy.
Your man here speaks true,
No.
Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Okej.
What of the city?
No czekaj, to dalej pracujesz w hotelu? Nie skończyli twojego kontraktu?
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde
A,
arrived.
dobra, okej.
Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
No i dobrze, to przedłużaj.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants district, while you look to those across the river.
No, jak masz robić jego funkcję, to musisz mieć coś takiego, no. A zresztą i tak sobie możesz to zapisać w CV, kto to sprawdzi, nie?
Understood. And what of us?
No.
Is she fit to sail?
The ship? The mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you're stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Tak, jakieś dobre słowo, nie?
Both of you.
You too.
All right,
No.
Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing one of the
Taki chujek z niego trochę. Tak, tak. Udowodnić. No, chcesz udowodnić. No. Nie, bo on się pewnie kontra chciał popisać w ogóle i sam to zredukował, nie? No. Ale jemu to pasuje, bo on chce pokazać i on nie ma pewnie co robić i on się posprząta i on się też czuje, wiesz, ja znam tą psychikę, nie? U mnie zawsze było to samo, a potem, ale najgorsze jest to, że ludzie redukują, a potem kurwa odredukowywują, bo okazuje się, że jednak ludzie się męczą i jest ludziom ciężko, odchodzą. I ta oszczędność nie opłacała się, nie? Bo potem płacić ileś tam kurwa za rekrutację nowych ludzi. Jesteś w plecy.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Mhm.
That's better.
Mhm. No nie.
Where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Ja to jest wszędzie. Do tego zawsze trzeba mieć wyjebane po prostu i tyle. Liczyć siły na zamiary, nie? Bo to samo mówię do Emilka czasem się denerwuje na swoich menadżerów. Mówię, co się obchodzi, co twój menadżer robi. Niech siedzi nawet sobie w dupie drapie. Co cię to interesuje w ogóle? To nie jest twoja sprawa. Jesteś tam, że na chwilę... po co ty bierzesz do domu, w ogóle się przejmujesz? Super. Ja też nie potrafię tak. Ja teraz jestem w tej nowej firmie i pierwsze co robię, to w ogóle mi ludzie mówią, że są w szoku, że jako menadżer ja jestem na linii, ja w ogóle pomagam, ja się, wiesz, ja sobie rozbijam jak system działa. Po prostu wszystkiego się uczę, od każdego, wiesz, jak ustawić te maszyny, jak ustawić tamte, co ci robią w systemie, co tamci. Nawet ludzie, którzy do mnie nie raportują, ja po prostu cały system chcę znać, wiesz. Jestem 2 dni i nie siedzę, nie piję kawy sobie z ludźmi, tylko po prostu chodzę i coś robię cały czas, nie? Widzimy, że są w szoku, nie? Dla mnie jest to normalne, ja nie lubię siedzieć na dupie i jak jest robota do zrobienia, nie? Ja sobie zainwestuję ten czas, a potem drugie obłąki.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit one's unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward.
No jak frajer, co? No.
Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty.
Masz płatny urlop, L4, no.
Shall not be spoiled.
No to jest frajerstwo właśnie, widzisz, on robi z siebie wała. Tylko pytanie, co on z tego ma od tego dyrektora, bo wiesz, oni tego nie powiedzą, nie?
Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
Ty, a powiedz mi, byłeś na tym opcją w końcu? Pisałeś? Czekaj. No, no. To było fajne, nie? To było fajne, no. Niektórzy na to narzekają, a mi się akurat tak szybko podobała, nie? No. Mhm. Tak, tak, tak.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired.
No, no.
It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory.
No, no, no.
Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
No. Tak, tak. Cześć Dun, tak, w końcu dobra gra, no, 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 dokładnie, chcę skończyć. I cześć Lime. Sorry, Konor, że przerywam, ale to ci się pojawiły komentarze. Siema, siema. Chcę to przejść tutaj, słuchajcie, tą 16. Idziemy sobie tak. Co? Oj mordo. Ty to zawsze masz problem z tym, że ja jestem na streamie, nie mówię. Jak gram, to jestem na streamie, stary, no. Czy ja kiedyś byłem na czacie, a nie grałem? Chociaż raz.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Ale damage, okej. Szmata. Ja w ogóle jutro mam trzeci dzień w pracy i się załapałem już na imprezę w ogóle, zakończenie lata, nie? Idę sobie na 6 rano do pracy, żeby zobaczyć, jak startują produkcję chłopaki, żeby obczaić i zgłosiłem się do obsługi i do podawania żarcia. Ja tam jeszcze prawie nikogo nie znam, w ogóle co ja tam będę robił, już nie będę tańczył, kurwa. Taki zabawny tydzień w ogóle. Nikt mi nic nie mógł sam robić, sam sobie chodzę tylko i ogarniam. Nie ma pomysłu za bardzo dla mnie, bo jestem nową pozycją w ogóle, nie? Nigdy nie było dwóch menadżerów, więc... Kurde, nic nie widzę, co się dzieje w ogóle teraz w tej walce, tylko na wszelki wypadek rzucam potki, żeby nie dennąć. O, stagger, dobra, to nie szło. Może chyba Sleipnir w ogóle? Przecież to zawsze był... Sleipnir, który jest jakiś koń, kurwa? Z mitologii? Jak to jest, słuchajcie, ze Sleipnirem? Czym był Sleipnir w mitologii nordyckiej chyba, co? To nie był koń, kurwa, Odyna? To będzie koń Odyna, bo on służy ziomkowi, który jest Odynem, przemienia się w Odyna w Summona, więc pewnie Sleipnir to będzie tutaj jakiś support dla Odyna. Mitologii nordyckiej. I Bahamut. Let's go! Dobra. Zbliżam się do końca tej gry, czy nie? Zdun, ty skończyłeś tego finala 16?
The vessel is strong.
Tak jak już mi się wydaje, że to już jest trójca bossów i pierwszy boss z trójcy ostatnich bossów wpadł. Potem będzie Odyn, a na końcu będzie Ultima. Tak mi coś wydaje, że ta gra nie jest jakaś turbo długa. No. To mówisz, że w Once Human pykasz, tak? Konrad?
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but
Aha, myślałem, że też coś tam grałeś.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could.
Aha,
I fear
ej.
we were all too late.
W sumie to na moją obronę to pewnie cię za bardzo ludzie na Steamie nie słyszeli, bo coraz były walki i tak dalej, więc ja cię słyszałem, bo bardziej skupiałem na tobie niż na grze. Nie, teraz nie, bo teraz gram bezpośrednio z kompa. A tam. Chuj Bartkowi w dupę i tyle ci powiem. I kamieni kupę. Patrzę czy czy dostałem może zgodę, żeby pograć sobie w tą nową grę Exfil. Jest taki nowy fajny early access. Ktoś tam mi ostatnio polecał na Discordzie, ale nic nie dostałem na razie chyba. Ej, walczysz z tym Barnabasem? O tak od razu? Ja się cieszę, że wróciłem do pracy, jakoś tak normalnie się czuję, z tym, że w końcu jestem w robocie. Ile można siedzieć w domu i grać? Ale zrobiłem ogród, zrobiłem trawnik. Trawnik w ogóle pięknie wyrósł tam z tyłu, co robiłem totalkę. Kapitalkę nowego trawnika robiłem, fajnie poszło. W Polsce też spoko minęło.
Stop calling me Muthos. But Muthos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
A nie ma tego... W Polsce tego nie zbierają gdzieś? Serio? Nie ma tego jako socjal? U mnie na przykład ja mam numer Nino, który każda firma sobie podaje i na przykład cała moja emerytura, jeśli ja na przykład mam w prawie każdej firmie, gdzie pracuję, jest coś takiego, że ja robię salary sacrifice, nie? Więc ja poświęcam 5% swoich zarobków i firma dodaje następne 5% do tego, nie? I ja to miałem w różnych firmach, w różnych jakby oni to robią bankach, ale wszystko jest kumulowane pod moim numerem National Insurance, więc ja sobie to mogę zebrać wszystko, nie? No. Jak? Poczekaj. A co ma kurwa zeszły rok do tegorocznego urlopu? I to ma wpływ na twój urlop u nowego employera? A sorry, a ja dając ci pracę jako nowy pracodawca, Ja mam w dupie to, ile ty masz kurwa stażu pracy. Ty do mnie przychodzisz i ja mam na przykład 25 dni ci oferuję, a jak u mnie przepracujesz 5 lat, to oferuję ci wtedy 27 dni. Tutaj w UK to działa w ten sposób.
And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer, one that must be excised.
Ej, to pojebane to jest. No to zjebałeś trochę.
Try it.
To nie mogę sobie tego skopiować i wrzucić gdzieś do cloudu? Bo ja bym to trzeba w cloudzie, w internecie w ogóle. O, będzie walka, ej, patrzcie. Ifrit versus Odin. Aha. Dziwne, że tego nie można scentralizować w jakichś aktach. Jak kurwa potrafią długi scentralizować twoje wszystkie, a nie potrafią stażu pracy.
Joshua!
Popierdolone, no. Shiva.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have
Myślałem,
been
że będziemy walczyć z summonem Odyna, ale okej.
That
Jeszcze
beauty's
nie.
belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here.
A wy jak tam czaty? Graliście w Final Fantasy XVI albo szykujecie się do gry na PC-cie? Bo wyszło niedawno, co nie? Jakieś
Barnabas
2
may have
tygodnie temu.
severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me. Your lordship.
Boże, dzięki Bogu za suszarkę, nie? Odkąd kupiłem suszarkę, jestem mega zadowolony w ogóle. To już będzie parę lat.
It is no trouble
No.
carrying comestibles to my
No.
ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done
Co jest,
so
Kaja?
much for
Siemano.
us. Pouring your gill
Co
into the
szukasz? Nudzi ci
hideaway
się?
and
Pancia
out
robi
of
sobie
ship.
paznokcie na dole, tak?
I don't wanna
A
take
tobie się
the
nudzi,
piss.
co? Szukasz zwady z kimś? Albo
You risked your
snaków?
life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Hive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Ej, co jest?
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Co tu chodzisz?
Fucked off, a lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without
Oj.
him. Clive,
Co mówiłeś, Konrad?
Jill didn't come back.
Super.
What do you mean?
Co ty, Kaja, się dławisz? Od kota znowu jadła siedzenie, tak?
All the others dragged you out.
Pierdoło. Nic nie mam dla ciebie, mam joystick, ja nic nie wiem,
It's all
mi
right,
się podoba. Interesantko.
fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does,
I się tu krztusi, nie?
be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
O, siema Wojtek, cześć.
The world really won't save itself.
Hej. Dobry wieczór. Co grasz? Once Human? A. Ja myślę, że bardzo głupia, no dlatego ja w to nie gram.
Gav said that Otto might know something.
Oj, oj, no Minecraft też się buduje, co? Ja w Minecrafta chcę sobie pograć niedługo.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
Clive?
No, ja bym uwierzyłbym w tę recenzję.
Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by at least every...
Sitting under a bar?
Them all...
O, metr jest spoko, no.
Then I'll check the work.
Odezwał się tata, co pewnie tak samo robi.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
No, spoko. Ja też uciekam jakby co. Ja też uciekam, muszę się wykąpać i
This
spać.
looks like it's from Sid's old diary. I'd better keep looking.
VOD? Dobrze. Dobra, spoko. Nie ma za co. Dobra, trzymaj się, hej.
Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
Co to jest? Mnie nie będzie, wiesz, bo ja muszę iść sobie spać, ja jutro wstaję o 5, więc Jeszcze 5 minut i kończę. Tylko szukam, co się jeszcze kurde dzieje z tymi jakimiś pierdołami, questami. Chcę to przejść. Najlepiej by to było przejść jeszcze tak w następnej może sesji po tej jeszcze. Mam nadzieję, że zbliżam się jakoś powoli do końca. Midadol, I know you like riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one is the best, and so, when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter's dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme, good luck. I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. Co?
Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be?
Mid's first opus, to kurwa jest jej first opus. Jej pierwsze dzieło. Ale jakie jest pierwsze dzieło Mid?
Possibly. You wouldn't have...
Opus. That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee, unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside.
Those two and their bloody treasure hunts.
Okay.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a kashik and the valleys are full of ether?
Opus Magnus.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean... There. How about now?
Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come.
Nice. Nawet jestem śpiący już trochę. Ej, kurde,
Just
dobra,
the
muszę
2
kończyć.
hours? Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with
Ty jeszcze
Oberst
jesteś?
before
Dobra.
commandeering one of his
Ja
duties.
uciekam też z tego
Should we go
Discorda.
after
Hej.
him?
No.
Yo.
We're not the prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver.
Though I may...
Then,
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Return to the Ironworks. Zobaczmy, co to jest. To be fair, mogę dać save'a. Kurwa, nie dałem save'a. Ale dobra, jest autosave, więc przeżyjemy. Ile w ogóle godzin mam w tą grę już napykane? To ostatnich kilka mi się nie doda, ale okej, czyli już ponad 40 godzin jest wbite. I 78% czego? Gry? Okej, czyli jesteśmy już pod koniec gry. Fajnie, fajnie. Może w następnej sesji uda mi się to ogarnąć, albo w ten weekend, jak będę na wyjeździe, zobaczymy. Mam nadzieję, że zobaczycie film razem ze mną, ale jeśli nie, to po prostu ogarnę to sam i będziemy coś nowego grać.
Am I right, Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
Let's go!
Here they come.
Dobra, miśki, kontynuacja tego wszystkiego na następnym strumyku. Ja sobie może jeszcze na remote playu na telefonie pogram w łóżku chwilę przed spaniem, ale na razie myślę, że wystarczy nam tego dobrego. Dzięki, że oglądaliście. Oczywiście zapraszam na followa. Koniecznie zostawcie followa, jeśli jeszcze nie followujecie kanału. Nie bądźcie lamusami. I widzimy się na kolejnym streamie, pewnie jutro. Trzymajcie się. No i nie grajcie za mało. Hej.